I may have fucked up big time. I think I had my
Oh,
I think I had my mic muted on the fucking Streamlabs the whole time.
You're capping.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'll go check, but I'm pretty sure I fucking did, dude. That would
Were
be
you recording in
so
OBS?
foul. Yeah, I'm recording on OBS, but I had my mic muted on OBS.
Oh no.
Oh,
Are you recording through OBS for the stream on YouTube? Oh my god.
don't make us restart.
This is fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Yep. So none of that was recorded, essentially. None of my
Okay,
part.
well, let's restart right now. Okay, so let's hang on. Start from the top. This is gonna be a 45-minute episode.
In, bro.
45-minute. We're doing a 45-minute episode.
Okay, honestly, I'm cool with that.
I'm fine with that. Okay, let's restart. So we're starting. I'm gonna clap, and we're starting, motherfuckers. This is where you're gonna know to clapped. That's the start of the episode. Hey, what's up, everybody? Theme song. Theme song.
Damn it.
It's not playing.
I called Allie and everything. Oh my god.
Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big Herd throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked.
Welcome to the podcast, y'all. So we got
Cowboys
Nicky,
wanting to
Josh,
be
and
fucked.
Billy.
Alright, someone. Alright, cut your fucking music, you little fuck. I feel like I'm in a
It's the
PlayStation
intro,
store.
bro.
It's
It's
so
the intro.
the audio quality is awful. Someone say the
It's the-
fucking date. You fuckers.
That's the point. 28th, March 28th.
God damn.
9/22.
Okay, so
we
we
just
just recorded 30 minutes, and then I realized my my mic was muted on the recording software the whole time. So we're restarting.
Fucking dickhead.
So let me just fill you in on what you missed real quick. So the Patreon, we have made a network now. We have bonus episodes exclusive from other podcasts. Right now we only have one on there. It's from I Talk Therefore I Am. Great podcast. He's going to be giving us one exclusive bonus episode a month, and we're going to get a few more podcasts on there. So in the foreseeable future, you will be getting 4 bonus episodes on the Patreon exclusive from other podcasts. So definitely suggest going and joining that. It's only $1. Patreon.com/the Salad Tossers. So yeah, you're going to be getting exclusive content you can't get anywhere else from podcasts other than just us, because we also do our bonus episode once a month. We also, well, now you fucking missed it because my mic was muted, but we've agreed we're gonna call anyone who signs up and gives me their phone number. We'll call them live on the show. We called our one patron today, but like I said, we already recorded that, and I'm not calling them back because that would be weird. So yeah, if you sign up and send me your phone number, then we'll fucking call you.
Yeah, we'll give you a nice good old call. It's gonna be a good old time. Let me call our Patreon real quick.
Oh, never mind. Billy's gonna call her.
Yeah, it's gonna be FaceTime.
Interesting. Yeah. So
So as you know, we're recording a podcast right now. Nick's a little dumbass bitch who's really stupid, and he was not recording anything. His mic was muted. So we're calling you back because we're doing the same thing we were doing before, just to show the viewers that we're gonna be calling Patreon, whatever. So just say your name for us, or if you don't want to, you don't have to link anything. You can link my OnlyFans. Lots of piss kink videos on there. So shout me out.
Cool. I will, yeah. I'm Allie. I'm a patron of podcast, and I'm happy to be listening every week. I think you just coming out.
Just about.
Just about. I'm excited to see where it goes. Have fun, guys.
You didn't link my OnlyFans.
With exactly the links.
How about you give a review for us real quick?
Alright.
What are your thoughts on pooping videos?
Pooping videos? They can be kind of okay. So it's sometimes it can get really satisfying. It's kind of like pop.
Okay.
sorry. What? Sorry, what?
What is going on here?
What?
Yeah,
it was fun.
For
I'm
context,
gonna cut this
for
short.
context, this is Billy's twin sister.
Larger venom, it's like popping a pimple, but it's creamy. It's gonna be any consistency if the pooping video has.
We also have like reusability, you know. It's the same. I mean, it's the same where it's like kind of consistent.
Yeah.
How do you reuse poop?
What?
How do you reuse poop?
You just shove it back up there.
You just shove it.
Oh, true. Yeah, have you not seen slash read up on the?
To be honest, my favorite like.
I'm gonna have to cut this one short. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Okay, now this
not
brings
exactly
this
what I
stems us
thought.
this brings us a whole new question. How do you reuse poop?
You don't.
What can you do to recycle your poop instead of flushing it down the toilet? What can you do? I have some ideas.
You could just use it as
For
fertilizer.
starters, no. For starters, you can shove it in somebody else's fuel tank, and you can blow up their car or fuck their car.
Would that blow up their car? It would
I
definitely
don't
fuck
know.
it. Would
I
it
heard-
blow it up?
It would fuck it, right? I heard that glass in oil tank and a fuel tank will blow up their car.
Yep.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I just remember watching.
I don't really
one
understand
Walking
why,
Dead-
but I know that's
remember
true.
watching one Walking Dead episode, and I'm like, okay, it must be true.
I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure that's true.
Well, the only thing I can think of is like the oxygen in glass could react with the
You're
gasoline.
gonna kill me over here.
That's probably what it is actually.
Shit.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it. Well,
What did we talk about?
God, it's never a good feeling to re-record an episode. We're fucking
Suez Canal is a thing. It's a ship, and the
Suez
Canal.
Canal, stupid motherfuckers.
stupid
Stupid
motherfuckers.
ass
My grand idea to fix the Suez Canal, real quick. Let me hit you with it. I know we already talked about it, but for the viewers, you hire. I'm gonna change the numbers. You need 3 to 4 drunk rednecks.
Dude.
Okay, 3 to 4 drunk rednecks.
And all their sister/girlfriends.
And all of their sisters' girlfriends there. There's gotta be a crowd. There's gotta be a crowd to cheer them on. There's gotta be fucking table smashing. There's gotta be beer pong. There's gotta be fucking shoot the dog games, whatever. Bring your niece. There's gotta be gangbangs, etc. All of that shit that goes.
Wait,
with,
sorry, what?
No. All of that goes with redneck society. Okay.
Wait, before you continue, for anyone who doesn't know, the Suez Canal, a cargo ship got like lodged in between it, so that no one can pass them. Like the boat is blocking the whole canal.
So you need the 3 to 4 drunk rednecks, and they have to be drunk off of 2 things: Jack and Coke, right? Jack and Coke and Bud Light. Okay, that's all they can drink. If they ask for water, you deny them water. Okay.
Facts.
So then, okay, we get the drinks, right? Jack and Coke and Bud Light. Okay. Post Malone's got to have a concert there, bro. Post Malone's got to be there to hype him up. Jimmy
Post
D,
Malone is the rapper of rednecks.
no, but he drinks a lot of Bud Light, so I'm throwing him in there.
Yeah, he's a big Bud Light advocate.
Bud Light, we need Post Malone there, bro. Then we need Florida Georgia Line, of course.
Mhm.
We need whoever sang Broken Halos, you know that? When I shadow, you know that song? Probably not, but we need that guy there. And once we get that, we give him some rope. They attach those bitches to the thing, and they untwist that motherfucker. Okay. Done deal. Pay them in unlimited beer for life or some shit like that. Tell them they can have as many kids as they want.
What, were they being stopped from that before? Well, why do you say that's like a new prize? They could always do that.
You know,
You can have children.
you can have children now. You
As
can
long
make
as
them
it's
all
not with your
fertile
sister.
again.
No,
And then you-
that's the right we'll give them. They can finally have children with their sister.
Oh yeah, with their
No.
sister. It's not illegal.
No.
It's not illegal to marry their sisters, but only for those selected individuals. So then we started an uprising with the rest of the guys who feel like they're being discriminated against because they can't have sex with their sisters. Great plan.
Okay, I got a better topic. When do you think you become an adult? Like what event happens that you're like, okay, you're an adult now?
You shoot somebody.
No, what?
You're not a man until you kill somebody.
So like 6 guys are actual adults. Everyone else is just faking it.
Yes, everybody is just inexperienced. They don't know the true hardships of life. No, my bad. They either go to jail or they shoot somebody. Either one.
No, for real though. For real.
For
I
real.
feel
When
like,
do you become an
once you
adult?
start paying bills is when you're officially an adult.
You know, I'd say
What
when
kind
you're
of
out your-
bills? Because what if you're like
Like
younger
rent?
and you pay your insurance?
like,
you pay
I-
your
like,
car
I
insurance.
mean, like if you're like living by yourself and you're like paying rent.
So
I say-
you don't consider yourself an adult, Jock?
Nah, bro, I'm a stupid little kid.
I don't want to be an adult. Why? I don't want to be an
I'm a
adult.
stupid little diaper
I'm just
baby.
interested.
I say when you're off of your parents' health insurance.
Yeah, that's a good tell.
Typically,
So you're
forget
like
that-
27.
that- yeah, you're not an adult until then, bro. Until you are paying for everything in your life.
Yeah. Until you like 100% don't
Until-
have that safety net. Yeah.
Until until your parents aren't paying for everything in your life, you could find some fucking sugar daddy, and you're still an adult if they're paying for shit, because that's your hustle.
True.
But as long
That's
as
you.
until your parents have stopped paying for shit in your life, maybe they
Yeah.
want to give you some money on occasionally, like, oh, take this $50, go out, get yourself something nice. But that's different. Until they're not like paying your car, your name is completely separate from theirs for the most part. Until then, you're not an adult. So hopefully I'll be an
Interesting.
adult till I'm like 40 years old. So.
What
feel
do
like
you
that's a
think
fair
makes you
cutoff.
an adult?
No, I think that's a fair cutoff. I don't think of myself as an adult yet.
Man, I can't fucking drink legally,
Yeah.
so, and I can't smoke pot legally.
Not yet. Soon though.
No, even if they make it legal, you still have to be 21, Jack.
Yeah, but
dummy.
we'll be 21 soon. Ish.
Dude, what? Yeah, in 3 years.
2 years. Two years for
I got 2 years, bro.
Billy. Yeah.
2 years is still like 700 plus days, like 800
Okay.
plus days. It's not really that soon,
That's pretty soon, bro.
it's
The grand
pretty
scheme of
soon,
things, that's
bro.
pretty
dude.
soon.
Like I don't even think 6 months from now is that soon, and
I think
he's
that's pretty
fucking
soon.
he's 4
Time
times away
flies
from that.
when
Bro,
you're
okay, can
smoking
you
pot.
believe that we already are in April? We're almost already in April, bro. This fucking year flew by.
It's almost my birthday. Let's go. Nothing really happens.
This fucking year flew by, bro. Before we were all in quarantine, jerking each other off, doing schoolwork, and now
Well, no.
it's already April 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
fucked up.
Like growed up or something. Interesting. So
Check.
why the fuck is daylight savings still a thing? Does anyone know? Because I feel like
there's no real.
I
There's
feel
no
like I
reason
bring it
for
up to a lot of people and no one knows.
There's
Why
no
do we
reason.
do it?
It was only meant. It was meant for farming back in the day, but now it's not really important anymore. And we
You know what? I
just
do
use
enjoy it.
anyways.
I do like it. I like it.
I like gaining an hour of sleep. I don't like losing an hour.
I like it. You know, and it makes sense to me in my head. You know, in the winter, who the fuck wants to be outside? Why the fuck do you need to? Why do you need sunlight? You don't need sunlight in the winter. It's inside. It's cold. You go to sleep a little earlier. I don't know. In the summer, you want to be outside. You want to be lighter out, so you can do more shit during the day because it's just that much nicer out. I understand.
Yes, but like, I don't
You
know.
know, it makes
It's
you
just
weird to
fucking-
be like,
Okay, all I'm saying is I think time zones are bullshit too. I think we should all just have universal time and fucking like 9 a.m. in New York is different than 9 a.m. in China, which is different than 9 a.m. in fucking California even. And you just got to understand where you are. Times mean different things, but it's still the same fucking time no matter where you are. Because in reality,
that work?
That
like
wouldn't
okay,
work.
you just
That
pick
wouldn't work.
one time zone and that's the universal time for the world.
Well,
How would that
I-
work?
Give me a reason. What's the reason for a time zone?
Because the Earth's spinning at a certain right, and so you say you're in Tokyo, you're gonna hit sunlight before you hit
Okay.
sunlight in
But
the U.S.
but the numbers are artificial. The reason is so everyone can say I work a 9 to 5 across the world because you all are working from 9 to 5. That doesn't mean you're actually working like
numbers aren't artificial.
they
The numbers
are
say
artificial.
How
9
long
a-
it takes how long it takes the Earth to rotate around
no,
the sun.
no, you're missing the
Yes.
point. No,
It
no,
goes
20
on.
no, you're missing the point. 24 hours is not artificial, but 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. that's artificial. If we decided that 10 comes before 1, it wouldn't make a difference. It would still be the same. It would
still
just
can't
be a different number.
9 o'clock. It can't be 9 o'clock. It'd be 1 o'clock. So say you want to change 9 o'clock in like U.S. It'd have to be 10 o'clock. Then you have to adjust everything else to fit that criteria. So say like you adjusted like the new 10 is now 1. You have to adjust that for Tokyo. So say it's like I don't fucking know what time it is there. Say it's 8 o'clock. And now it's going to be 11. Like yeah, it can't just make everything just the same number.
No, you definitely
fuck
can. There's
No.
no purpose to it. The only purpose is so that everyone can understand, like, oh, like my 9 to 5 is even though it's at a different time than your 9 to 5, it's still 9 to 5, so you can understand the world. Like it makes it so that travel is simpler.
9 to 5. This was not.
No.
This does not go back to
No,
like.
you're missing my point. My point is so that everyone can universally understand, like, oh, hey, like I work at these times, and like you understand what part of the day that is. But that's the use of it. But that's not really like a good reason. It's like.
So okay, it's 9 a.m. in U.S. and it's also 9 a.m. in Tokyo, but it's pitch black. How does that work? How is that? That doesn't.
Because
There's a reason for
you
AM and
are associating in your brain, because that's how you've always known, is that AM means it's the morning, but that doesn't, like, it doesn't have to be that way. That's just the way we've chosen it. That's why I'm saying it's artificial. We chose to make it that way. It's not like, that's not like a truth of the universe. That's something we made up. So to be like, oh, that's preposterous, it's gonna be dark at 9 a.m. Like, who gives a fuck? We made it that way. We can make it however we want. It's all fucking, like, it's all artificial. Like I said, 24 hours is not artificial, but the exact hour is artificial.
Breakdown of it, but I don't know the breakdown of it. But if you fuck with the time, you're gonna fuck with the day, which means you're gonna fuck with the month, which means you're gonna fuck with the year.
I'm not taking time out of the day. I'm not making it a 23-hour day. It's still 24 hours. It's just the hour you call it is different.
That's not what I'm saying. It's gonna be. It's just different.
How would you fuck with everything then? We would,
because then
think of it this way, Billy. Think of it this way, Billy. Christmas would be the same day around the whole world. Like, Australia has Christmas like fucking 16 hours before us. You know what I'm not that it's like that important, but you just get what I'm saying. Like New Year's happens first in Australia, and then in New York, or then like in the U.S. New Year's happens first in fucking New York, and then Cali gets it 3 hours later. Like, it's just fucking retarded.
I got a question. Did you like
time is an arbitrary construct of
Yeah, exactly.
our imaginations, but I mean, it works though. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's what I'm saying.
It is broke.
It's not. How is it
I
broke?
don't think it's broke.
Cause it makes no fucking
chilled it.
sense.
Well, it's maybe not make no sense
Yeah,
to
well-
you, but it's not broke.
Time itself, it wouldn't make sense
Does
to anyone else other than us.
the exact listen? Does how the spaceship exactly how it runs and how much fuel is needed? Does that make sense to you? Do you understand how that works?
No, I don't know how a spaceship works.
No.
What?
So-
I don't know literal rocket science. What?
No. Does it not make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. Just as time doesn't make sense to you, right?
Time
They
makes
both don't
sense to me.
Does that mean how rocket ships are broken?
Time makes
mean,
sense to me. This is such a bad
You said
analogy.
It made no sense.
No, I'm saying the way we track time makes no sense. Time itself, I understand. 24 hours in a day, I get that. 1 hour is 60 minutes, which is each minute is 60 seconds. I get that. But why 9 a.m. is 9 a.m.? I don't get it. It's random. We just chose it. 9 a.m. could just as easily be called 4 p.m. It would mean nothing different. It would just be a different name. It would be like if you called a chair a table. It doesn't actually change anything about a chair. It's just a different name. That's my point. I don't know why you are getting so hung up. Like, all we're essentially doing is changing the name of each hour. And we're not even changing it because these are all still the same names. We're just picking it so that everyone has the same name at the exact same time.
Okay, whatever. Whatever.
Okay? I don't know. I just think universal time would be easier. It would just make a lot more logical sense. You wouldn't have to be like especially even for business, you could be like, yo, we're gonna have a business call at 6, and you're like, oh, you're in New York, so what does that mean? Oh, so it's 3 for me, and like you get confused. Like, nah, it's just fucking at 6. It would just be at 6 for everyone, in the whole fucking world.
You do you, boo. I don't know. You do you.
I don't know
I
why
gotta
that doesn't
say.
make sense. It makes perfect sense.
You do you, man.
I'm interested in your fucking counter argument, but
and I'm not gonna agree with you. Like, there's no way.
But I just
around
don't
it. It's like trying
understand
to
why
tell
you're
a
not
Republican
agreeing.
that Trump's bad. Like, it's just not gonna make sense.
Well, it does make sense if you give a good reason, but
They're just not gonna. It's like no. They're not gonna understand why some things are wrong with the candidate. Like, it's just not.
maybe if you don't give reasons or you're talking to a fucking moron, but I mean,
9% of them are morons. So.
it's true. I don't disagree.
I'm sorry. I genuinely believe that political party does equal intelligence to a degree.
No, it doesn't.
If you're
Both sides are
radicals-
fucking morons. What do you
Radicals
mean?
are the smartest.
Your radicals are the smartest, and as you get towards the center, they're the stupider. Okay, that's how it works.
Okay.
Well, back to time. I feel like it would make more sense to have universal time if like we had like multiple planets that we were able to like travel back and forth to. You know, it would just make more sense to have it
Yeah, but
more
don't
uniform if you're
different.
going to different.
No, but don't different planets have different amount of hours in a day, so that wouldn't work. I don't
Yeah.
think.
No. I mean like I just mean like it'd be universal time for Earth itself.
Oh,
and
okay.
then
So you
the
could
planet would have
you
its
could
own
say it's
universal
9 a.m. in Earth, even if it's like 17 a.m. in fucking some other planet.
Yeah, I just mean like
Okay.
time zones would be like by planet rather than by an arbitrary distance from Greenwich
I get you.
or
I don't
is it
fucking-
Greenwich or Greenwich?
I think it's Greenwich, but I'm not
Greenwich.
positive. It could be Greenwich. I don't know. I think a universal time would just make things simpler.
Probably would, but you know it was made by old smelly white dudes probably. So you know
Everything was made by old smelly white
Yeah,
dudes, bro.
yeah,
And look where we are now. Old smelly white dudes fucked the world.
yeah.
And we
they
got global
still
warming
are.
and shit.
Effects.
Honestly, I kind of want us to like, I kind of want like a natural disaster to wipe out like 9% of the human race. Like even if I die, I don't care. You
bro,
know?
could you imagine how fucked it would be if like 100 people were left to repopulate like the entire human species?
How is that fucked?
It would be fucking incested shit. Are you kidding me?
How is that
100 people?
fucked?
How is that
No,
fucked?
not 100 people.
No.
Assuming
like-
all 100 people are not related, you could make it. If you would have to plan and do it smart, and you would have to bang people you don't love, but you could definitely repopulate without any incest.
We wouldn't use all the fossil fuels, bro. We'd actually,
I don't think that's the big issue with 100 people being left is the fossil fuels.
you have plenty of food. You're not gonna run out of food. Fuck, there's no more food shortage.
There would be a food shortage, seeing as you have to fucking hunt and gather like the old days. So there might not literally be.
There wouldn't be a food shortage.
There wouldn't be a
You just
food
have to-
shortage,
it'd
but
just take more work.
those
Just take more
people
work.
would have a food shortage like artificially because they couldn't get
It
food
would
well.
just take more work to get the food.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we're gonna pick 100 great hunters and gatherers. No, we're probably gonna
They would
end up
adapt
being
over
a bunch
time.
of fucking
That's what
city
evolution is. Unless
retards.
you don't believe in evolution. They would.
What?
They would adapt.
They wouldn't adapt over like 10, 20 years. They wouldn't just adapt for like
No,
one
they're just
person.
they're just gonna lay down and die instead of like going out and hunting.
That's not what I'm saying, but I'm
keep
saying
eating
a
food.
decent amount of them would die because they have no idea how to survive.
Yeah, well,
If
I'm
you
a Boy
put
Scout.
100 people
so...
together, I can't
No,
imagine.
but
that,
you're
that,
missing
like,
the point. You're
they
not
would just
making
give up.
an elite task force. It's 100 random people
not making
of,
an elite task
different
force.
languages, different nationalities, different cultures that all coming together. Half of them probably won't even speak the same fucking language, so they can't work together. And the rest
Doesn't
probably
matter.
don't know how to do
You
anything.
figure out a way. I feel like you're putting a group with somebody, so you got a group project for school. You're not just gonna give up because you can't understand them completely.
That's a little bit different.
You're not just gonna give up.
Surviving as the last 100 people, completely different languages and shit, a
survival is
class
actually-
project.
there's
I
higher
think it's a
stakes.
little bit different.
Not even, you have an instinct to not want to die. You have the instinct to survive.
Okay,
You're
but that
more
doesn't
willing-
mean that
at
doesn't mean that they're
point, you're
gonna
more willing
just.
to put in the work to
Yeah,
survive.
I'm not saying they're gonna die because they're lazy. I'm saying they're gonna die because they don't know what's gonna happen. Now I imagine some of them will survive, but then it will become all incest, and then they'll end up dying out anyway because there'll be a bunch of incest babies.
Yeah, bro. Incest can get fucked up.
Out of 100, if you take 100 random people from across the globe, I bet I don't know. I'd be surprised if any more than 40% could survive in the wilderness on their own. Okay, so 40%, now you're down to 40 people. You're that's definitely gonna have incest at that point.
Yeah.
100 people would probably still have incest, but it'd be even harder with 40 people.
So what I'm hearing is you would have incest.
No.
That's what I heard. That's what
None of those people
That's
would
what
be
I heard.
having incest. It would be the next generation.
You just said that.
That's not even close to what I said. The next
no, I'm pretty
generation
sure
would be
you
the
said that.
incest ones.
You said that. I'm pretty sure you said that.
Okay.
I heard it with my
Yes.
ears. So
Okay.
Holy shit.
What?
Charles Darwin was married to his first cousin.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Socrates fuck little boys.
every pope is fucked little boys too.
That's not true.
I don't know, man. That stereotype got out there somehow. So
It's not. It's not a stereotype about popes.
it's about church.
You're getting
Honestly-
closer.
Honestly, I kind of wish that that I could have got some money from the Boy Scouts of America.
I agree. That would have been nice.
I wish some little guy touched me. I know it's probably traumatizing, but like some older guy touching me and then getting like a butt ton of money later, kind of seems really nice.
Yeah,
Like
kind
I
of
don't
seems
know
worth
what
it.
it's like.
Especially if he's sucking you off. Then you get head and money.
Is that what really?
God.
Yo, imagine that. That'd be kind of baller, bro.
I don't understand it. Like, what is the purpose of having like
Of what?
of like fucking little boys? I just,
Maybe their tiny peens don't hurt as much. I don't know.
it's probably really painful. Like, it's probably really dry. One, like, what's the appeal?
God.
I don't know. That's like saying, what's the appeal of rape? I think the whole point is that they're a fucked
It's
person.
mental illness.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the whole point. Is that they're like fucked up mentally.
Yeah.
God, I don't understand how you go through it. All the pain. It's like probably fucking the Sahara Desert, man.
God damn it. God. Well, anyways.
Jack's like, I don't want to talk about my abuse. So, anyways.
Well,
Bro, can
okay.
you believe that pedophiles tried to become part of the LGBTQ community?
Yeah, can you believe how many LGBTQ people were cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Haven't we talked about that in the podcast before? I feel like we have.
We
I don't
definitely
know.
have. We definitely have.
All I know is they lost a lot of the tiny amount of credibility that community had. They lost that day.
Are you super straight, Nick?
So what's the deal with super
No.
straight? Yeah. Are you super straight, Nick?
No, we're not talking about
Wow,
super
you're-
straight.
you're
I'm pretty sure we
trans.
talked about it
I'm
before.
just
too.
confused. I'm just confused.
I thought we talked
Like,
about it.
I'm just confused. Why did people have to come out and be like, I don't want to date trans people? Like they
Because apparently it means you're a fucking transphobe if you don't want to fuck a
Well,
dude,
but
a
they're
chick with
just
a dick.
asking, like that's just like asking for people to be like, no, you can't say that. Like just keep it to yourself.
But the only people who are mad about it are people who aren't trans and are speaking in behalf of.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen a lot
trans
of people,
don't give
a lot of
fuck. They're
trans
like,
people be
yeah.
like, I support super straight. Like I don't really give a fuck. It's a preference. And
I
then
just don't
it's
understand, like-
always the fucking white girls who think that they're like they got some superiority complex and they gotta help every community because they're like, I got the privilege. I gotta help everybody else because they couldn't handle it on their own. I gotta do it for them. It's like go fuck
I
yourself,
just
bro.
like they just kind of like people
Yeah,
say they're
it's-
super straight. They're kind of just asking for people to like to hate on them. It's kind of just how it
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah.
Like they're asking for
Well,
that white
no.
bitch to be like,
No, they're not. No, because super straight came after the hate. It didn't come first. That's what you're missing. Everyone was just straight, and then all these white bitches started being like, oh yeah, well, you wouldn't fuck trannies, that makes you a transphobe. So in reaction to being hated on, they were like, okay, we'll make it a preference because then you can't hate on it. Because that means like, oh, what, can gay people not have a preference? Like, they don't like women, so does it make us fucked up to not like trannies? Like, that's the point. It's a reaction. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're missing it. You got the cause and effect up backwards.
Jock likes little boys.
Oh
He's
my
not going out and saying he's pedo straight, okay? Or pedo.
Billy, me and Jack literally just talked about how pedophiles tried to join the LGBTQ. So that's not really a great argument.
Like if Jock came out and was like, yeah, I'm pedo straight. He's going out and asking for hate, bro. You know? Just keep it to himself.
I think that's a little bit different.
No. I think I'm right on the dot with that one.
Okay, fair
Something
enough.
like that. God
I don't know.
damn it.
Super straight is a reaction to the hate. I think you just got it backwards. It's not the other way around. They're not
Crazy.
They're not asking to be hated on. They already got hated on, so they're trying to
Yeah.
to prove how retarded the hate is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
feel like-
not sure either.
So many weird examples of like huge fucking savior complexes, like all over the place. I don't know.
Very much so, dude.
It's like, oh, I have to protect you because you are so unwilling to take after yourself.
Dude, did you see about? I think it was Columbia University is having like 6 separate graduations, separated by race, gender, and income, like level. Like literally, the left has just decided to segregate and call it progressive. And it's really interesting. I can't believe they pulled it off, and they're convincing people of it.
But college has always been discrimination against certain groups.
What do you mean?
Like even the like getting into college, even the whole
Oh, yeah,
the process,
that's what I'm
it's
saying,
been
yeah.
discrimination against certain groups, so other groups can get in. Oh, we want more African Americans, so we're going to select African Americans over this
Who are
group.
lesser
or we want more
qualified.
females than guys.
That's the
We're gonna
big
go
thing,
with
though. It's not just about picking African Americans over white people or Asians or whatever. It's picking less qualified African Americans over Asians or white people who are way more
We're giving
qualified.
these demographics more money because they're this certain race.
Exactly.
It is just discrimination.
Yeah, but it's okay because white people, you can't be racist against white people and you can't discriminate against them because the left said so.
Well, the left said whites are pretty bad, so.
Exactly. So that means it's okay. That makes it okay. That kind of reminds me of a sentiment they had back in old early America. Something about how like African Americans weren't real people, so that means it was okay. It's kind of weird how like we kind of flipped it now. It's kind of like white people aren't that important, so it's okay to be mean to them now. Weird. A weird correlation there. The funniest part is it's mostly white people who think that way. That's the funniest part.
Man, it's all one love, bro.
One love, brother.
It's all one love.
It's all one love. All right, what's your most immature quality?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Just
What do I
like-
mean? What is your most immature characteristic?
I guess
Probably
the
that
jokes.
The jokes.
Probably my most immature.
Honestly, probably like that I'm like extremely shy, like all the time.
That's not really immature.
I feel like in a way it kind of is.
I feel like a lot of adults have like social anxiety and stuff, so I don't really think that's immature.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, it's immature. Being depressed is also immature.
Yeah.
Grow up. Just get over it. Just
Just
get over it.
grow
Just get over it, bro. You got anxiety? Get over it, bro. You're bipolar? Get over it. I'm an old-fashioned man out here, okay?
Yeah. All right, let's have the epic gun control debate. What do you boys think?
God.
Get ready to get hot and ready.
Let's see. Information. I think it's about information to the general public about gun safety. I think that if you can inform and you can, I do agree that there should be a little bit. It's going to be nearly impossible to take away all guns. So if you want to do that, that's unrealistic. No matter how you look at it.
Quite literally
So,
start a civil war.
You very well cannot do that. That's just unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's in my opinion, it's kind of like trying to stop people from.
Doing
It's kind of like
drugs.
trying to stop people from doing drugs. It's impossible. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
So I say I wouldn't be opposed to maybe a little bit more like a little higher screening or make it harder for people to get guns.
Why?
But I think-
Wait,
I
how
think
so though?
information-
How so?
I mean, like background checks, making sure that these guns are going into the right hands. You know.
Oh,
I think
okay,
that
but
these- I think these people
who's
should
the
be-
right
I think
hands? Who's the right hands?
These people should be informed individuals who know how to handle guns and aren't going to misuse the guns.
Oh, okay, but how do you define misuse of guns?
How would I define misuse of guns? I'd probably say killing people.
Okay, but like nobody's gonna come up to you and be like, "Hey, I plan on murdering people. Can I have a gun now?" So like, you can't really say like, "Oh, we gotta make sure we don't give it
Okay,
to
but why do you-
murderers." Like,
why do
obviously,
people-
you're not gonna give it to a murderer.
Okay, in some chances, why are people released from the military? Because in some instances, they're just not in the right headspace to be allowed to control a gun and own
Okay,
a gun.
so a mental background check.
So there's a mental background check that needs to be done, and they need
Okay.
to be informed about the use
Okay,
of guns
so
and how to safely
so
use
would
them.
something like depression make someone not allowed to have a gun?
I would say so. If they're in any harm to themselves or others, and they should probably not be allowed to have a gun.
I agree with if they want to harm others, I agree with that. But I think if you're just a depressed person and you've had suicidal thoughts before, I don't think that negates your right to protect yourself. And
Technically, depression. You shouldn't even have any suicidal thoughts. Suicidal thoughts should be nothing. Like you shouldn't think of that. Like okay, I'm wording it weird. I'm wording it very weirdly, but the normal amount of suicidal thoughts in a person should be 0. So like the normal person
I don't
doesn't
buy
usually
that,
have
dude.
those.
I do
The
not
normal
believe
person does not usually have those.
I do not buy that every person or like the majority of people have not had one suicidal thought ever. I do not buy that.
No, that's just saying that a depressed like someone who's not depressed doesn't
All
have
I'm
suicidal
saying,
thoughts.
all I'm saying is that when you say something like that, like if you have depression, you can't go. What you're accidentally, indirectly causing is less people to go to therapy because they're gonna say, if I get diagnosed with depression, I'll never have the ability in my entire life to buy a firearm, and I won't be able to
I'm not
protect me
saying in
or
their
my
entire
family.
life. I'm just saying, like, you can get over depression. I'm just
It's
saying
really
that
really
at that
hard to
moment-
be considered cured from depression. It's almost impossible. Usually you just learn to manage it. So I'm just saying, and I know it's not your intent, but I'm just saying indirectly, I think what you're causing is people would be less willing to go. I know a lot of people who go to the police force. There's a big demographic who have decently bad mental health, but they won't go to therapy because they want to be on the police force, and they're afraid it will get them out of the they'll get barred from going. So then what happens is they don't get the help they need, and then they do like shitty stuff. So I think when you say something like that, like if you have depression or you have anxiety or whatever, you're not allowed to get a gun. What you're indirectly doing is saying anyone who wants a gun and happens to have one of those mental illnesses is going to be like, okay, I'm just not going to get help, because if I get help, or like quote unquote help,
What I'm saying, I'm not saying that they should get help. I'm saying that before you get a gun, before you have to be interviewed. I'm
yeah,
saying
you can lie. You can lie. If someone is like, have you? Okay. No, that's what I'm saying though, Billy.
If you have good people who are conducting the interview, you're going to be able to tell if someone's lying or not.
This is what I'm saying though.
Like,
If you have a
process that people should go through, you can't just hand them out. You can't just take them away.
I'm not saying just
There's
hand them
gotta be a
out, but
middle
I'm just
ground,
saying.
and this is the middle ground.
I agree with you. I agree with you. There should be mental health check backgrounds. I just don't agree that depression should be one of the things that bars you from getting a gun. Even if you have a risk of
gun, and see what he does with it.
If you're suicidal, you're suicidal. You're gonna find a way to kill yourself. I mean, I don't really think that's
So just give him the gun anyways.
I'm not saying just hand it to them for free. They still got to go through the process like anyone else. But if the only reason they wouldn't get it is because they've had suicidal thoughts before, I think that's a shitty reason not to give them a gun.
I'm not saying before. I'm saying at that moment. I'm saying if they're depressed in that moment, they shouldn't get the gun.
Well, if you have depression,
moment,
it's gonna come and go. I mean, so what are you saying? They just have to come in one of the times where they feel good.
That's not what I'm saying. When did I say
that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I'm literally asking.
When did I say that? You said that.
You just said if they're feeling suicidal at the time.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
When did I say that?
What do you want to talk about then?
Well, what is your middle ground to it? What is your middle ground?
Damn.
Mine's not good enough. What is it?
My middle ground is when you want to harm other people and you have thoughts like that. Like when you want to harm other people, then it becomes an issue. If you want to harm yourself, I mean, it's not a good thing, but that's on you. That's you. That's you. When you want to start harming other people and you're at risk to harming other individuals, I mean, also I just think there's no way you could properly do a background check for mental health, health, unless someone goes to therapy. I just think it's impossible, because people can lie. Like you say you have to. Everyone who goes has to, or everyone who wants a gun has to go to 10 therapy sessions over 10 weeks. That's not that much lying. 10 hours of lying, and there's so much stuff you could talk about in your life where you could talk about real issues that don't make you seem depressed or psychotic or anything. I agree you should keep it away from people who are psychotic. I just don't think it's realistic that you're going to be able to.
It sounds like to me somebody's dying anyway. People are gonna die anyway.
Yeah, believe it or not, fucking psycho serial killers are some of the best liars in the world. So to like believe you're gonna weed them out with some fucking therapy is also it's an art more than a science.
You're going to weed out some individuals.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying I think it's a silly notion to believe that you're gonna weed them all out by doing mental health backgrounds, because therapy is an art more than
no way to weed out everybody. People could just get guns illegally.
I agree, but I just think that the amount you're weeding out is like a minority. I don't even think it's the majority you'd be weeding out. Like I said,
I feel like at least you're getting at least it's some form of gun reform that's reasonable, and you're getting some individuals.
I suppose, but at the same time, you do have to realize that guns are a right we were afforded by the Constitution, and so while it's okay to have regulations and everything, we have a right to them. It shouldn't be extremely difficult to get a gun. It should be something you can.
Also a right to enslave black people. So.
No, we don't. What are you talking about? We never had the right to do that. That was never written in the Constitution. There was never a right written in the Constitution that said you could enslave black people. In fact, the only thing in the Constitution about black people is giving them rights.
Right to property, but they are property.
Okay, Yeah, but
Word
that's
property
not the
matters.
Constitution saying you have the right to own a slave. That's not exactly. It's kind of a backwards way of thinking. It's a little intellectually dishonest.
I don't know, man.
Got some heavy topics tonight. Damn, son.
What do you think, Jock?
About guns.
Yes.
I mean, like it's I don't know. I don't really have too much of an opinion on it.
You're
like,
so full of shit. Spit it out, boy.
Like obviously, like I think mental like background checks and stuff, and like making sure that they're not actively like.
Get to the point, Chuck.
Yeah, facts.
I don't know. I just think it'd make it a little harder to get guns. I don't know.
How so?
That's pretty much it. Just by like mental checks and shit like that.
I want a little more in depth, but I understand what you're saying, I suppose. Wait, sorry, I'm just looking something up. I'm interested in the numbers. Okay, this says in Virginia. You motherfucker, bro. I just reloaded the page right while I was fucking reading it. Okay, it says in Virginia in 2005, the FBI only denied 0.5% of people for mental health reasons, which has been risen to 1.2% in 2010. So supposedly it blocked 316 gun sales in Virginia. This represents 47. I wonder how many gun sales they had that year, though. 316 seems extremely low.
Yeah.
Also, I think when you block it because of mental health issues, other than like when you block it for depression, except like again, I'm totally on board for like a fucking psycho serial killer. When you block it for depression, that could encourage like normal law-abiding citizens to feel like they have to obtain guns illegally, which is obviously a dangerous task.
That's true.
Like if I was ever blocked from buying a gun, I would probably just get one illegally because I would way rather have a gun and like get in trouble for having it than fucking get pwned by some fool because I didn't have a gun.
Get wrecked, nerd.
I don't know. I guess it would be kind of hard to find a stat to see how well it works because you wouldn't know when it doesn't work because unless the person got caught, I guess. So yeah, it'd be kind of hard to find it. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know.
You could do one of those surveys they hand out.
Yeah, we know those work so well.
People? Yes, no.
Yes, no. Do you do drugs? Do you do drugs? Do you do drugs? Do you do drugs?
Oh,
yes,
yes, I'm pretty sure if you do drugs, that like if you admit to doing illegal drugs, that bars you from getting a gun. What do you think of that?
Nah, let them have guns.
Can you a gun
I don't know.
If you do illegal drugs, if you have a domestic violence charge, nice. That's awesome. Well, I guess if you got caught with drugs, then because you would be a felon then.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because I mean, I guess again, I don't think anyone would like admit to doing heroin on a gun background check, but.
Do you do acid, Marv? Put the gun down. It's not a bear, it's me.
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
not sure.
Marv, you're tripping balls right now. For the love of God, put the gun down and we can talk this through.
I'm not sure.
Do you admit to doing acid?
Nope, I don't admit to anything. I think. All right, what else do you want to debate? I want to get another fucked up or like another serious topic before we get out of here. Oh, okay. Opinions on Drake. Is he overrated? Here, yo. All right, let's play a quick game of overrated, underrated, or properly rated. I'll throw some. We'll start with Drake. What do you think?
Overrated.
Underrated. He's properly rated.
I think he's properly rated. Jack, give me a reason for overrated.
I don't know. I hear too much Drake. I don't really like him that much.
What? Okay. Well,
Okay.
That's not.
Okay.
That's not. Okay.
All right,
He's
J.
probably-
Cole. J. Cole.
He's properly rated. I feel like honestly I don't want to say he gets too much hate. He does get a lot of hate, but I do think some of it is warranted. Like I do like some of his music. I do like a lot of it actually, but I think he's properly rated.
Yeah, I'm with Billy. I think he's probably rated. Jock.
I agree on that one.
Travis Scott. Overrated.
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 What's your
Oh
reason?
my God.
What's your reason, gentlemen?
Oh my God.
What's your
Astroworld.
Astroworld.
Astroworld wasn't that bad. It
I
had
just
some good
think
songs.
the
I
only
just think-
reason I think he's overrated is because the Instagram page
Travis
Rap
Scott Burger.
posted one of those voting polls and he beat out Kanye. And if you really think Travis Scott is better than Kanye, dude, like
Yeah, that's
you're living in a
great.
fucking fantasy world out there. All right, so
Also-
Kanye. What about Kanye?
Also Fortnite.
Also Fortnite. What about Kanye? What do you
A
think?
little underrated in my opinion.
I agree.
Kanye.
I actually think he's underrated as
underrated.
well.
As of
A little underrated.
As of late, yeah.
As
Yes,
an artist,
as of late,
underrated.
yes.
As a person,
As a person, I think he's.
If we're gonna start rating these guys on their person, like on them as a person, dude, Drake is like,
Yeah.
Drake is fucked. Doesn't he fuck little kids?
doesn't he? Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah. No, definitely, Kanye's definitely underrated in terms of the hate he gets. I feel like his music, for the most part, is it's better than a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah,
I feel like he consistently releases good music.
Dude, even when he made a fucking choir album, it slapped. Like, I mean, it's
He
ridiculous.
made a song
Don't
that
miss,
was
dude.
poop, but the beat
Exactly, and it was so
It-
good.
It
Exactly.
was such,
He
like,
does
if
not
wasn't
miss,
trying to, If
bro.
he wasn't trying to fuck with Drake, it probably could have been a fire song.
Exactly. He does
It
not
would have
miss.
been a
Yeah.
fire song.
All right, who else do we want to throw out there?
Kendrick.
Kendrick? I think Kendrick's overrated,
I want to
honestly.
say overrated, honestly.
I think he's overrated.
It may just be my opinion.
I think he's really good, but people put him as like one of the like top 3, and I just don't think he's top 3. I think he's definitely very good. I think he's in the top like 15 or 20, maybe even top 10. I just don't think he's top 3, and people think he's like most people think he's not most people, but a lot of people think he's number 1. I think he's overrated. Billy, what's your reasoning?
For overrated.
Yeah.
I just like his music's good. It's not bad music, but I agree with you. I think people put him on way too high of a pedestal for
Yeah.
what he's released, and like,
Jock, you agree?
like even
I mean, yeah. I think I do.
everybody's like, "Damn, was the best song ever." No, it's
Dude,
not.
yeah, facts.
Oh,
Like damn really wasn't that great
It was
in the
not.
grand scheme of things. I mean, there were some good songs on it. There's some
Mhm.
songs we still listen
For
to.
sure. Indeed,
But,
indeed. Yeah, you know, okay, you
I
know
don't
who
know, it's
Steve
like an
Lacy
old-
is?
So goated.
yeah.
Steve Lacy made the beat for Elements on his iPhone. Isn't that
That's pretty
awesome?
sick.
Really?
Yeah. Steve Lacy does. I don't know if he still does it, but when he was first popping out, he made all his stuff on his iPhone with just like he would plug his guitar directly into his iPhone with like adapters and shit, and he would make it all on Rock Band.
That's awesome.
So, and he makes really good beats. So the fact he makes it all on his fucking iPhone is so sick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm trying to think of another artist people now.
Yeah. Who's another big artist?
Fuck. I gotta go to my
What
music
about Jay
library.
Z? What about Jay Z? I think Jay Z is underrated by our generation. I think not
By
not
our
a lot
generation?
of not a lot of like kids our age or younger than us really even like play any Jay Z. Like it's very rare to hear Jay Z.
Yeah, I don't listen to Jay-Z.
He's really good though. That's it. Well, also
I
the
know.
problem is
I
he's not on Spotify or anything, so it's really hard to get his music because he's on that shitty platform he has where you gotta pay like $50 a month or whatever.
Yeah,
He's on Apple
it's
Music.
retarded.
He's I think a couple of his songs are on Spotify and Apple Music, but like not all of his shit. For the most
Yeah.
part, he's off the
What
internet
other,
except
what
for,
other shit does he have?
what? Like all his albums and shit.
Well, I'm looking on Apple Music, right? He's got fucking, let's see. Fucking.
Watch the Throne?
444, Magna Carta, Watch the
444,
Throne,
yeah.
3, American
Yeah.
Gangsta, Kingdom Come, Unfinished Business.
Oh
Blueprint,
shit, yeah, all his music's on Spotify too. Did he
yeah,
recently
like the
just?
Black Album, the Blueprint 2.
He
all
must
the
have
tier.
recently just re-released
Yeah,
it because
probably 'cause
you
it's
you
separate
remember what
thing.
I'm talking about.
Didn't make
Yeah,
any
his
money.
shit probably didn't make any
I remember
money.
that. I remember that 444
Garbage.
was only released on Tidal. I
Yeah,
remember that.
he used to use to. Yeah, so okay, he must have like finally budged and just wanted to make money again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a big reason that he's not that popular with our generation, even though he's probably one of the greatest rappers of our era, which is pretty crazy. Who else? Who else?
Big Sean.
Big Sean. Big Sean is properly rated. I rarely hear any.
You might be muted.
My bad. Big Sean is properly rated. I barely hear anything about him, and like when he comes on, he makes decent music. But I don't think like no one thinks he's the. I'm sure there are some people, but like there's not real talk of him being the GOAT or anything. Like everyone knows where he stands. I think he's properly rated.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd say proper.
Why do you say overrated, Billy?
I just feel like I don't know. I know some individuals that like boast his music way too much for Big Sean. Like it's just not that good.
What about Logic?
Okay. Logic, overrated.
No way, dude. He's properly rated. He gets so much fucking hate. What are you talking about? He's been getting shit on for like the last 5 years.
He's fucking good, bro.
No, he deserves it. That's what I'm saying. It's properly rated.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, Lil Wayne. How about Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, I think he's underrated by our generation again. I think he's like Jay-Z. Not a lot of kids our age really listen to him.
Yeah,
but
I'd say that.
Yeah.
I think for people who like the older kids, I think they definitely properly rate him.
Let's go.
Jack, you got any? You got any back there?
Jack.
I don't know. I can't.
Lil
think of any.
Dicky.
Lil Dicky.
Properly rated.
Yeah.
I think he's slightly overrated because he's last couple songs he's posted were kind of shit. Like Freaky Friday was funny and it was a good music video, but it's a shitty song. Earth was a dog ass song.
Like that's kind of what his music is. It's like it's sort of meant to be funny, sort of good,
no, that's
sort
not
of
true.
bad.
No, that's not true.
It's not
No.
It's not meant to be super fucking.
Most of his shit is funny and good at the same time. Freaky Friday was kind of like a little too commercialized and like it was clearly like made a little bit by like yes. And then Earth was just like literally like one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life.
I think
Earth
that
was so bad.
For me, Lil Dicky's similar to Still Woozy in the fact that they kind of only have so far to go with the music that they make. Like, there's only so much that you can make with that style of music, and trying to be funny only has it only can get you so far.
I would be okay with Lil Dicky making a career change and making his music serious because the few serious songs he's dropped are really good. Really Scared, Antagonist 1 and 2. What else? I feel like even Professional Rapper is kind of a serious song.
Yeah, I think it's kind of serious.
Most of his serious music is pretty good, so I would have no issues if the next album he drops, which is supposed to be coming soon, is fucking.
But I don't think that will change because he's found something that he thinks people like, and
yeah, I think the only way he's gonna set himself apart is by staying in the lane he's made.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will say his TV show is probably one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
I've not watched.
Genuinely, you should definitely watch it. It's so worth a watch. Extremely funny, extremely good show. One of the greatest television shows of all time.
Young Gravy.
Overrated, dude. I think his music is so bad, bro. I can't believe people don't see. Like I take him as serious as Lil Dicky's like funny songs, but people think he's like genuinely like a GOAT, and I don't get it. Like I think of him as a funny rapper, not as a serious rapper.
I think if you want some like background music that you want like at a party or something, I would. Yeah. You know, I think that he's like you don't want to actually listen to his music. It's kind of like a party. It's more of like a party scene, kind of funny.
I suppose.
I think he's properly rated in my opinion.
I just think he's overrated because I think of him as a like a joke rapper, and I feel like too many people take him super seriously and think he's a genuine GOAT.
I just don't see him as a joke rapper. I guess I see him as more of like I understand that some of his songs are. They get you going. They get you kind of like in the mood to party or some shit like that. Not that I'm going to listen to that at a party, but for some individuals out there, that's what they want to listen to.
All right, what about Trippie Redd?
Trippie Redd?
Overrated. I think he's overrated, dude.
I don't have anything against Trippie Redd's music, and I do like some of his songs, but he's just not as good as people say. It's kind of like Lil Baby. Like I feel like a lot of these newer rappers are definitely overrated.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Da Baby, a little overrated. I think he's more of a meme at this point, but
maybe it's a good meme.
I'd probably throw like Lil Pump in there. Definitely overrated in my opinion. Who else?
Okay, what about Tyler?
What about A$AP?
What about Tyler? Oh yeah, I think A$AP is overrated.
A$AP, which
Rocky.
Really? No, I think he's.
I think A$AP.
I really don't think he's that good.
Rocky, bro.
All right, what
I
about
think
Tyler
it's
though? What
Great
about
ass
Tyler?
songs.
Tyler?
Properly rated.
I think he's properly rated.
Yeah, I'd say properly.
I feel like to listen to his music, you gotta have a not everybody can listen to the older Tyler. Like it's gotta be, you gotta have that type of. It's an
I
acquired taste. It's like cigarettes. It's an acquired
It's,
taste.
it's like cigarettes.
Yeah.
True.
Good way to put it.
It's an acquired taste.
Like seltzer too.
Oh, I had somebody. Fuck.
Frank Ocean. I think he's properly rated.
Properly rated, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say he's properly rated. I don't like him, but I think he's still
don't
properly
like-
rated.
Haven't heard this name, but G-Eazy.
Oh, I think G-Eazy's properly rated. I don't really think that,
Over.
actually, I think he's underrated, honestly. Not that many people talk about him. Not,
you're
not
right,
as
no.
many as they should. I feel like he's like he used to be a big deal back like at the beginning of the decade, but now he's kind of like
Yeah, he fell
I don't
off
really hear
hard.
that many people talk about him, but he makes pretty decent music. If that's your type of rap, it's pretty good for what it is.
Yeah. What about Okay, my last guy I'm going. Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert. Overrated, dude.
I
People
think
like
he's properly rated.
I don't know. People think he's like one of the greatest rappers in all time. Like,
I
I think it's kind of like Kendrick again. I think he's up there, but if you think he's like a top 3 rapper, I just think you're bugging out.
I think in terms of that style of music, he's like one of the best
Yeah.
to make that
I
style. Of
agree.
music.
I agree.
I think that there's nobody that you can't top it. Like Playboy Cardi, that style of
Mhm.
music, you can't stop that type of rap. And he's on the top. He's like for me number 1. Like if you want to listen to that style,
Yeah.
you go to him. So I think he's properly rated in terms of that. And compared to
agree.
other people, I don't see too many people talking about how he's the GOAT.
Really?
I feel like those. I feel like
I
those
get
type
a
of
lot. Maybe it's just the fucking
I get those
TikTok
type of
come on.
people would probably put like Kendrick that I see probably Kendrick over him,
Yeah.
but
Huh.
I think he's properly rated, and especially for his for that style of rap.
Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Alrighty then. Patreon.com/JockandTheNipple. Have a good evening. Have a good week.
Good
So,
evening.
See you, Craig.
either next week or the week after, we will be playing the much awaited game where we are making our own government and running from 1600 to 2000. So keep a store for that. And remember, sign up for the Patreon. We got a lot of exclusives on there from other podcasts. It's a big network now. So
Remember, there's 2 types of rap, guys.
there's 2 types of there's a lot more than 2 types of rap, dude. So,
It can mainly be described within 2 types of rap.
what would those 2 be?
I think it's one of them is like conscious rap, and then there's like people describe it as mumble rap. But there's different words for it. I'm missing the word, but there's conscious raps. Like conscious raps, your J. Cole, and your other rap is like your Lil Uzi Vert. Everything kind
Gonna
of
get
stems
so
down
much
from that.
flack for saying J. Cole is conscious rap.
What do you mean?
No, I don't disagree, but it's just of
That's what
all
conscious rap
artists to
is. It's like
pick.
you
is
kind of gotta think about it. Like it's
I
like
know,
you actually.
I
hear it.
know,
It's not
I
like
know,
you
but
trap
he's such a meme that you're just gonna get flack for.
I guess. So.
I don't disagree.
Fine, I'll go with
but-
Kendrick. Fine,
Kendrick,
conscious
okay.
rap. That's conscious
All right,
rap.
wait. So which side would trap music be on?
I can't think of the name, the
Well,
word
what are
for
the
it, but the
two
other side,
sides?
definitely
It's
not.
it's
definitely not
conscious
conscious.
rap, and I get what you're saying. I can't really think of a name for the other one. So that
Conscious.
so it's like those are the 2 themes, and then everything else is a branch of that.
Yeah,
So-
that's
okay.
how I see it.
Trendy rap.
Trendy
No,
rap. That's a
there's-
good name for it.
I don't want to say mumble because it's not mumble.
It's
There-
not. Yeah,
there's
no. I get what
it's
mumble
not
rap
like
would be
that.
part of it. I get what you're saying.
a part of it. There's a higher thing, and conscious rap is like
Conscious rap.
one of the bigger.
Conscious rap and
Like old school would follow under conscious.
Yeah.
Right. Jazz rap would be under there. Trap is under the other one. I just wish I had the fucking.
I think I understand what you're
Country rap.
saying, whether we have the name or not. But
Yeah.
all right, okay. Goodbye, everyone.
See y'all. See you, Cracker
Peace
Craig.
out.